Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about fistula test. Now the principle of fistula test is that whenever there are pressure changes in the external auditory canal, they are transmitted to the labyrinth and it produces nystagmus. So whenever there is abnormal connection between the middle ear and the inner ear, then whatever pressure changes are there in the external auditory canal, through that abnormal communication, they are transmitted to the labyrinth and it leads to the movements of the endolymph and leads to the generation of nystagmus. So when pressure is increased, there is ampuloputal flow of the endolymph and it produces nystagmus on the same side. And whenever pressure is decreased in the canal, there is ampulofugal flow of the endolymph which produces nystagmus on the opposite side. So before interpretation, we'll see how fistula test is performed. So to do the fistula test, the tragus is pushed like this intermittently to increase the pressure in the canal. Alternatively, Siegel's speculum can also be used. By putting the speculum in the ear and pressing this bulb, the pressure increases in the ear and it is transmitted to the middle ear and inner ear. So, interpretation of the fistula test is that normally fistula test is negative. That is, the pressure changes in the canal are not transmitted to the labyrinth. So it is seen in normal condition as well as in the dead labyrinth. Then positive fistula test means increasing the pressure changes will lead to the development of nystagmus, and it implies that the labyrinth is functioning. So positive fistula test is seen in the erosion of the horizontal semicircular canal, and that erosion can be cholestatoma because of cholesteatoma, and the most common canal to be eroded is horizontal semicircular canal, which is called labyrinthine fistula. Second, it can be also seen in surgically created window in the horizontal semicircular canal, as is done during the fenestration operation, or if there is any abnormal opening in the oval window or round window. In both these cases, it is called perilymphatic fistula. So in oval window, abnormal opening can be after stapes surgery, or in round window, it is because of the rupture of the round window membrane. So in all these conditions, the fistula test will be positive. Then false negative fistula test. False negative means that though there is fistula, but there is no generation of the nystagmus on pressure changes. And the reason is that sometimes cholesteatoma, it covers the site of the fistula. So the pressure is not transmitted to the labyrinth and there is no nystagmus. That is false negative fistula test. Then false positive fistula test means that though there is no fistula, but still on pressure changes nystagmus is generated. That is called false positive. So it is seen in two conditions. First is the congenital syphilis, and the reason is there is hypermobile stapes footplate in congenital syphilis, which leads to the movement of the endolymph and generation of the nystagmus. And in around 25% cases of Meniere's disease also, there is false positive fistula test, and the reason is because of the fibrous bands which connect the utricle macula to the stapes footplate. So whatever pressure changes are there in the middle ear, they are transmitted to those fibrous bands and it leads to the movement of the endolymph. And in Meniere's disease, this false positive fistula test is also called Henneberg's sign. Thank you.